books were all written in consultation with him. So these experiences tell us what happens when we die, when we are initiated by a perfect living master. He takes very good care. The system of reporting to an angel of death that angels are coming to take you is all broken. And the master himself comes and takes you. You feel very pleased and happy at this time. Death is not frightening. Death is a very welcoming thing for such a person. An initiate who has done enough homework in meditation to be able to see the radiant form of the master will never be afraid of death. He'll welcome it because he knows this is not real death. It's a new life becoming in another form. So here's another example of a man who was told 3 months earlier, but his death on his birthday, and he died. And he was healthy. He knew he was going. Thank you for sharing the story. It's a confirmation of the same things I was telling. There are many cases I can tell. I personally know so many people who saw the master way before their death. They said, I've come to take you. One person, this is in America, and there was a friend of mine in Rochester, Minnesota. In fact, he introduced me to Spiritual Frontiers Fellowship. He introduced me to certain organizations where I gave talks. And he had diabetes, and he had an amputation of one leg because of diabetes. And when they said you would have to get a second one done, he was in the hospital for surgery. I was sitting in Wisconsin at Bandara, 2nd of April. I got a call in the middle of my talk. The man is dying and he wants to talk to you urgently. I said, please forgive me for a few moments. I talked to that man. His name was Jack. I said, just Jack. He says, you have come to take me. I don't want to go right now. I said, doesn't matter. No, I want to see you physically. I said, don't worry, I'll come physically. So he survived. I went to Rochester, saw him a week later, and he died. This happened right here in this country. The other instance, I know so many instances where people have had strange experiences like these. There was a lady, her name was Dorothy. Some of you know these people. And Dorothy was very sick, and she was in ICU, and her niece was there with her. And I went a couple of times to see her, and she said, I want to die. I don't want this suffering anymore. I said, there's a little bit of karma left. Would you like to come back for it? Or pay off and never come back again? She said, I'll put up with it. So she put up with a little suffering in the hospital. And I used to go to Rochester and come back on the way. The hospital was there. I saw her, and I think in March sometime, and she said, I am going to die now. I said, yes, time is coming to take you. But I will miss Bandara. I said, you won't miss Bandara. So she died. Her niece was there. Niece saw her raising her arms like this and smiling. And some niece says she saw some violet light or there's something. And she said, has he come to take you? She smiled and died. It wasn't Bandara yet. Her disembodied body was sitting next to me in the Bandara. 3 people were sitting there. Now you can't see who's sitting here. Open your inner eyes, you will see. If you do your homework, you will see.